is coming from an organization wondering, how does an organization with a smaller number of staff, so smaller number of staff isn't defined, but I'm going to say probably let's go with 10 or fewer. How does an organization with diverse functions and a smaller number of staff, how do they set up their Scrum teams? Do they bring everything the organization is doing into the structure, or do they focus only on a few projects? What would be a practical application for a diverse workload? Great question. And actually, I think the conversation that we had during the Agile and Nonprofit online summit with Sarah from Fine is a really good example for you and maybe some inspiration of what an organization that has a smaller number of staff and a very diverse workflow and different tasks across all the different staff members, what it might look like. In that situation, they became one Scrum team. So really the team's goal, vision is the same as the organization as a whole. And so while individual staff had very distinct job descriptions, very distinct backgrounds, very distinct skills that they were bringing to the table, they would, instead of having one-on-one meetings with the executive director and talking only about their work, what they learned is that the practical application was that they became more aware of each other's work and how they could support each other. They were able to reduce duplication of efforts and instead increase the benefits for some collaborative or swarming efforts. So that was what they found as they were getting started. They still are a relatively young Scrum team. The video that I'm referencing is from October of 22. So at this point, maybe they're 7, 8 months into their Scrum and Agile journey. But I think that that's actually a really good example for inspiration. Now, maybe I got the guess wrong, and smaller number of staff wasn't 9, 10 staff. Maybe we're talking 20 or 30. And in that case, what I would say is a Scrum team, per the Scrum Guide, is a team that is 3 to 9. It could be up to 10, but usually we're talking 3 to 9. So a sweet spot somewhere in like the 4, 5, 6 staff members. And so when we're thinking about our Scrum teams in those settings where maybe we've got, like I said, the 20 staff, we would be thinking about how to group into a few different teams. And so, again, similar to the story I just told about Fine, you might not be doing all exactly the same thing, but we're looking to have teams that have similar purpose areas together, similar work that they can do, and sometimes, not always, collaborate on. Sometimes, indeed, a staff person is going to have that expertise. They're doing individual work. It's not that we are always collaborating on all tasks, but there's an awareness of the work that we're doing in service of our mission and vision to reduce duplication, to reduce waste, to increase and improve the impact that we're creating because our colleagues are awesome, aren't they? And they have lots of great ideas that can help in a way that maybe we didn't think about it on this particular Tuesday or on that particular Friday. So we get the benefit of additional ideas when we have that more open platform and visibility for the work that we're doing together. So fantastic question. I hope that that helped. I hope in particular Sarah's video is a great place to start. And do let us know if you have more questions. I also want to call out that our Agilent nonprofit summit speakers, I think almost every single one is also on LinkedIn and is really open to talking about and learning from each other, sharing dialogue around what they've learned, what you've learned. So I'd encourage you to reach out if there's one of the summit speakers whose story really resonates with you. Go ahead, connect with them either in our Facebook group, connect with them on LinkedIn. I think you'll find the community to be incredibly welcoming and open to sharing and learning together.